What's up, guys? Sunday morning, a mail truck just went by me. They're right in front of me, United States Postal Service. I didn't think they did anything on Sunday, but I'm surprised by things every day. And go figure, I'm going to talk some about collectors, investors, flippers today, and what comes on the radio as soon as I hop in the car. This old song by Youngblood's called Get Together. Try to love one another right now. I think it's like an old hippie song or something. But anyway, collectors, investors, flippers. I have a little bit of everything. As you guys know, the name says Flipping Steve. When I named my channel, I really didn't know what to name it. Really didn't know when I got into it that there was sometimes a beef between the three. For investors and flippers, I kind of categorize as the same thing. If there is a big difference, somebody let me know. I didn't know there was such a beef between collectors and flippers. I just like to think of the hobby in general, and maybe not everybody is in the hobby for the same reasons. But like I said, I do a little bit of everything. I like to profit, so I can buy cards that I like. You know, I just bought a Walt Disney card for close to $1,000. One of my favorite cards that I own is a Soundgarden card, which has no monetary value, but I absolutely love it. I love it more than $1,000 cards that I have. So that's kind of where I stand on the whole thing. I mean, it doesn't bother me either way. But I wanted to talk about this because the Hobby Palooza is going on right now. Now, I'm not part of that. I didn't ask to be in it. Didn't really know a whole lot about it, but I've been watching the videos. I've been enjoying it. If you guys aren't aware, Hobby Palooza is actually a play on words from the concert tour Lollapalooza. Started in 1991, founded by Perry Farrell of Jane's Addiction. So right up my alley with that music. That was the era of music that I love. You guys know that. That's why I know about the concert. I remember the original 1991. So it's going on right now, and I was able to catch a couple of the videos. I've been at work. Two that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Ziggy No, who had on Andy from Sports Card Investigator. Really good talk. Actually, his thumbnail said Shark Week, so I wore my shark tie today. Now, I'm not wearing my shark tie saying that I'm a shark. I'm just wearing my shark tie in honor of Ziggy's stream that he had on there. Another one that really, really stood out to me a lot, and I absolutely loved it, was one by a YouTuber named Mike O. Now, before I got into YouTube, I knew who Mike O was because I submitted grading through his grading services. He has a grading service. He used to do PSA. Now I think he's doing SGC. But Mike O and Elite Co 3 were actually two people that I originally started watching before I even started my own thing. And got little eagles on. And Mike O was basically just showing his Phillies card collection. And I sat back and I was like, you know what, Phillies, I'm not a big fan of the Phillies. I live near Philadelphia. My uncle loves the Phillies. He's got Mike Schmidt stuff out the butt. But anyway, I was like, you know what, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch this. I'm going to sit back, I'm going to watch. And not long into that video, I realized I was glued to that video. Mike O's genuine personality, and he had his father on with him. It just connected. Even though I wasn't a Phillies fan, I was enjoying his cards. I was enjoying his excitement as he showed me his cards and told me the story behind his cards. And that he had his father there. Now, my father wasn't a sports card collector. Honestly, my father wasn't even around much when I was young. So with me, it was me and my little brother. You know, we had to grow up quick. Let's just say we went through a lot growing up together. So we had to grow up quick. It was me and my little brother a lot, opening cards whenever we could afford them, or my mom could afford them. She was a single mom raising two boys. So, you know, busting a pack of cards was exciting. And we just have lots of memories about that. I like to talk about it because my brother's up and down right now with his health. But, yeah, it just brought back a lot of memories, and I just watched this video and thought back and reflected back on me. It helped me reflect back and helped me get in touch more with, you know, the other side, the collector side of the hobby. And then I'm thinking, you know, you read a lot of comments coming in on people's stuff, and some people want to argue, throw out points, you know, to bash one another. It sucks, but it's there. But sometimes you wonder about the journey of a card. I started thinking about the journey of a card because, you know, a lot of times the collectors, the flippers are evil. The flippers are evil. But you know, the journey of a card, you know, it's like a highway. You got lots of on and off ramps, lots of exits and things. A certain card could change hands, you don't know how many times, and it could ultimately end up in the hand of someone looking for their one of one, their holy grail. You know, I look at a card that I moved in Dallas, and it was a Kyler Murray. It was a Kyler Murray Select, and it was numbered out of 35. It was in a PSA 10. 35, that's pretty rare. And a PSA 10, there was only a pop 4. I acquired that card on an eBay auction from PWCC. I don't know where that card started. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fabricate a story. Now, this is a made-up story. This is a maybe. This is what happened. So I'm not going to say, hey, this is the story behind this card. But if you think about it, say, for instance, this card was pulled in a break. Now you have a breaker busting a card out of a pack, you know, and breakers, they have their spot in the hobby as well. Some people don't think so, but they do. Pulled out of a pack by a breaker, okay? Sent to the winner who was able to get into a break because they were able to afford buying in on something as opposed to buying an entire hobby box. This person then sends it in to get it graded. They say, hey, man, I can sell this card on PWCC, make some money to buy myself a card that I like. So now it's gone from the breaker to an owner to a grader, back to an owner, onto an auction platform, then bought by me. Okay, so into another owner's hands. When I buy this card, I bought this card with the intention, the end game of it being an investment that I was going to flip. This was not a card I was buying to collect. This card then goes into my card capsule case, which is like a knockoff Pelican. I don't spend big money on Pelican cases, but I got one that's similar. It travels to Dallas with me. You know, people frown on people carrying around their cases of cards at the show. However, this card then ends up in the hands of another dealer from me, from my case. Now, I don't know where it went from there. I'm going to guess that eventually this card, whether it has already or hasn't already, is going to end up in the hands of a collector because of its rarity. It's somebody who loves Kyler Murray and the Cardinals is going to end up with this card. So look at this long process of where this card started up and where it ends. It ultimately ends more than likely with a collector, someone that is happy to have that card and put it away for a long time and show it off because it's a nice card. But just look at the steps and how it got there. And it may have not gotten there in that collector's hands without everyone in the hobby doing their own little thing, whatever they do, whatever they contribute. So I just don't see sometimes, you know, and that's my take on it. You know, some people might be hardcore set in their old school ways, and that's cool. I don't disrespect that. I understand it. You know, investors come in, they drive up the prices. I can no longer buy the cards that I used to buy at the prices I used to buy them at. But also stuff becomes more readily available to you. Something you may not have ever thought you were going to get may land in your hands one day. This was my little discussion, my little thought on that. Honestly, I went into my LCS. It's 2 hours away. I call it an LCS, but it is the closest tournament. We got a little Rage Against the Machine, killing in the name of. So hopefully I'm not making anybody rage with this discussion. But I went in there, and they didn't have a whole lot of inventory for sale in the LCS, and they normally do. They normally have a good selection, some big showcases and stuff, and they didn't have much. And I asked the owner, I'm like, what's up, man? You don't have many singles for sale. And he said, well, the market's down. Nobody wants to bring their stuff in to sell. I really wish someone would come in with their case of cards and sell me some inventory. This is a big LCS. He said, I really wish someone would come in and sell me some collections or sell me some stuff that they bought and had graded. And, you know, I wish someone would come to me and flip their cards to me so that I would have inventory, is what this LCS owner told me. And this guy's been around the game forever. And he's hoping to land inventory off of investors and flippers. So again, it all just goes kind of hand in hand, you know. And the things that I find highly more collectible to me are stuff that it means something to me. Oh man, I'm gonna get some strikes if YouTube hears these lyrics. I don't care. But anyway, there was something I did want to talk about. A card that I wanted to buy off My Slabs. It was also listed on eBay. I don't know if I really want to get into that on this discussion right now, because I really talked about investing a lot yesterday. And today I wanted to talk about collecting, and I wanted to talk about the relationship or lack thereof between, you know, certain areas of the community. And I want to thank Mike O for putting that video out, because that video was genuine. He had his father in it. It was just awesome. Ziggy's video was very insightful. Actually, a YouTuber that I recently blocked was on there making some good points. And I'm not going to bring up their names. I just don't want to put them out there like that. But they were on there bringing up some good points. At first, they were trolling a little bit, and then they started bringing up some good points. And I'm honestly down for good discussion anytime. I'm going to stop by Ziggy's open mic night tonight, guys. Ziggy has an open mic on Sunday night. I think he's pushing it back an hour tonight because of Hobby Palooza, because I love to talk about the hobby. I turn this phone on in my car every morning to talk to you guys because I love it. I do my Monday night live stream for 2 hours every Monday because I love talking the hobby with you guys. It doesn't have to be about which players are hot, who should you buy. I more or less like talking about the community and the cards and stuff like that. The other stuff is great. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I do it all. I have to support my hobby with the hobby. You know what I mean? So I have to support my collecting with my flipping. That's just where I'm at. And I do the one video a week. You know, if it was about investing videos all the time, I would be having them coming out every day. I enjoy the interaction with the discussions. Michael Ham, I don't know if you got your package today, and I just don't know if your mail is going to come today. Like I said, I saw a mail truck in my town. But I watched your video yesterday. Michael was opening some more Chronicles football, and he banged the Justin Herbert Silver Prism, which was awesome. And his daughter was on there pulling some nice singles the day before. So you guys have seen that. Makes me want to bust packs. When I watch Michael Ham bust packs, it makes me want to bust packs. And I'm not like a person that likes to bust wax normally. And Joel said he's just happy with low dollar cards. Yeah. Lots of comments. Just trying to go back. Yeah, we didn't touch on Acuna. This wasn't really like a news type thing. I know Acuna was injured last night. Is there a diagnosis out yet? Or are they waiting on an MRI? Or is the MRI going to be done on Monday? Or, you know, not really sure. Going to have to make my way inside. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm parked in a field. See all this grass behind me? So like I said, the casino was having a big carnival. It's going to go on for 2 weeks. It's big. It's a yearly thing. It's been going on for like the past 30 so years. More than that, I'm in my 40s. It's been going on long before I was alive. Before the casino was even built here, this was a big fairgrounds. So there's a huge stage over there that you can't see. There'll be a concert every night. Huge stage, big grandstand. I'm parked in the middle of a horse track right now because they also race horses here at the casino. So because all the parking is being taken up by carnival stuff, especially the executive office building parking, I get directed into the middle of the horse track to park. So I get to drive on the horse track and then park. where the horses race. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to get ready to go in. I wish I could stay here and talk to you guys longer. Ziggy, I see you in the chat. Hopefully I make it to your stream tonight. Hopefully I'm not completely bushed out from work. I got a 10-hour shift. But hopefully I can get on there and chat, and my live stream will be tomorrow night. Yeah, there's a couple tracks. There's 3 tracks in Delaware, Theodore. But yeah, I do have 2 cards coming in the mail. Not super exciting, just 2 basketball cards. They're not like rare, neat. I mean, they're parallels, but just some stuff that I'm kind of stashing for the basketball season. Real quick, I will tell my Slab story, and I'll tell it again tonight, or I'll tell it again on the live stream. There was a card I wanted to buy on MySlabs. The seller had it listed on MySlabs for $1,300. They had it listed on eBay for $1,300. Exact same card, because I paired up the PSA serial number and the photo. I said, okay, I'm going to come in pretty strong on MySlabs, because you figure after deducting eBay fees of 10%, this person's going to lose $130 anyway. So I would come in pretty strong on MySlabs with the opening offer of $900, and they didn't take it. They countered me with $1,050. So that was a pretty good deduction on their part. You know, they were at $1,300. They came to $1,050 on my initial offer of $900. I kicked it up to $950 to see if I could get them down to maybe $1,000. They countered me back with $1,050 again. So basically at this point, I'm pretty much like, okay, they're not coming back down anymore. They've countered me with the same offer twice. So $1,050 is as low as they want to go. $950 is as high as I want to go. If they would meet me at $1,000, I would do it. However, they wouldn't. So I had it on my eBay watch list. I had it on my tracking list on MySlabs. Well, it disappears off my MySlabs tracking. I'm like, oh, they may have sold it. I go over to eBay, and it says best offer accepted. So I'm like, wow, wonder how much they end up, wonder if they got their $1,050 for it. You know, I was actually hoping that they got what they were asking for it. You know, I was like, if they were asking $1,050, I mean, hopefully they got it. More power to them. But I went to Sell the Peak, and that's kind of the website that I use. I guess a cheap plug for them. They're not affiliated, but I use Sell the Peak instead of 130point.com. I just like Sell the Peak. And I went on there. I put the card in to see what best offer they got, and their best offer was $900. $900. So I was a little bit salty due to the fact that I offered them $950 on MySlabs, which would have been a $9.50 commission before PayPal, because before PayPal, MySlabs takes 1%. So they would have got $950 minus $9.50. So they would have got what? $940.50. $940.50. Instead, they sell on eBay at $900, and now they're automatically being taken down to $810 just off a $90 eBay fee before PayPal fees. And I really liked that card. And you know, if they would have reached back out to me and contacted me somehow, I would have met them at $1,000. And they settled for $900 on eBay as opposed to taking my $950 offer on MySlabs. I just didn't understand it. Maybe they got into panic mode. They got desperate to sell. A day had passed. They realized they missed a good deal. Maybe they wanted to roll the money into something else. I really don't know. And it's a popular NBA player who's got a good price on him right now. And it was a very nice card. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead. The protection, you got PayPal protection on MySlabs, which at this point, PayPal protection is just as good as eBay protection, because eBay is changing their return policies and things like that. So I bought off MySlabs with no hassle. So, and plus the fact that they had the card listed on MySlabs period tells me that they would have felt safe, and they were going to sell it to me for $10.50. Told me that they felt safe with the transaction. At least I did also. All right, guys, I got to go. I got to get into work. Should have probably in there by now. CC, if you're watching, I'm on my way in. CC works with me. Sometimes she watches every morning because she can keep track on me where I'm at, how soon I'll be on the casino floor. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for joining me. Join Ziggy tonight. Hopefully I'll be there. Maybe Michael Ham will pop in. Michael, I'd like to have you on my live stream sometime as well. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe I'll contact you on Instagram and see. Anyway, guys, take it easy. I'm heading out, heading to work. Sunday. Enjoy it. Take you later, guys.